Well, here I am on another Nebraska byway. Today I'm traveling through the northeast corner of the state on the Lewis and Clark Scenic Byway. The 82-mile route runs from just south of Fort Calhoun to South Sioux City. I'm starting my journey at one of my favorite spots, Fort Atkinson State Historical Park. This place is rich in history, beginning with Lewis and Clark. Literally. I mean, this place probably wouldn't be here without those two. You see, in 1804, the Lewis and Clark expedition came up the Missouri River nearby. From the fort, you can see the very spot where they met with Otoe and Missouri Indians. They called the spot Council Bluff. Lewis and Clark noted in their journals that this area would be a great location for a military fort, and that's how it all started. Today, you can tour the recreated fort and get a real feel for how they did things back then. From here, the Lewis and Clark Scenic Byway goes north on US Highway 75, following the path of the Missouri River. When you travel the route, it's easy to see how the Missouri River has shaped the area's history. It was a vital resource for the American Indians and for our friends on the big expedition. The river has changed a bit over the past 200 years, most notably in two areas. One near Blair at DeSoto National Wildlife Refuge, and the other at Boyer Chute National Wildlife Refuge near Fort Calhoun. In the 1930s, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers rechannelized both of these spots, mainly for navigation purposes. Well, those man-made changes wreaked havoc with the wildlife habitat. So, in recent years, conservation efforts have helped restore the river to its pre-channelized state. You'll find lots of great places to take in the river along this byway, and one spot in particular offers a spectacular view and a wonderful peek at history. This is Blackbird Scenic Overlook south of Macy. The area is the final resting place of Omaha Chief Blackbird. Just look at the view of the river. This structure is a modern example of an earthen lodge. Now inside you'll find stories about the chief and his people. Chief Blackbird was a leader in the Omaha tribe, and this area that you see is a part of the Omaha Reservation. Continue north on the Lewis and Clark Scenic Byway, and you'll also travel through the Winnebago Reservation. As you might imagine, this entire area is steeped in history. In the city of Winnebago, you'll want to check out the Honoring the Clan Sculpture Garden. The garden features a circular arrangement of 12 life-size statues, each representing one of the tribe's clans. And just across the way is Woodland Trails, a gallery of handcrafted products made by American Indian artists. By the late 1800s, more and more people began moving westward, and communities started popping up all along the Missouri River. Great farmland was a big draw then and now. That's a big part of what I love about this drive. Bountiful bottomlands yielding corn and soybeans, giving way to the rolling tree-lined bluffs. It's beautiful. The view continues all the way into South Sioux City, one of the larger cities on the byway. Its scenic location on the river makes it a favorite spot for outdoor recreation. You'll also find some great restaurants here, such as Cahill Steak, Fish, and Chop House, which, in addition to good food, serves up a spectacular view of the Missouri River. Now, if you haven't had your fill of history yet, I recommend you make a side trip during your journey to Bancroft and the John G. Nyhard State Historic Site. A Bancroft native, Nyhard is famous for his poetry and prose about the Great Plains. The exhibit includes Nyhard's study, where he did much of his writing, and a sacred hoop prayer garden. Now, as you travel the Lewis and Clark Scenic Byway, it's important to take your time and enjoy the hidden treasures along the way. Be sure to sample the local eateries, amble down historic main streets, and get to know the people. And don't forget to allow yourself plenty of time to relax. After all, that's what taking in the scenic route is all about. I'm Rick Fulton, taking in Nebraska's byways. I'll see you down the road.